Well, good morning, Evolution family. Today is Tuesday, October 8th, and it's a little bit after 11 a.m. Pacific time. I am Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. As you can see, I know it's Reggie's travel brew, but Reggie isn't here today. I'm just filling in for him. And joining us today is the lovely, incomparable, our BDM from ALG, Vax Vacation Access, Miss Susan Crichton, she's over here. There she is. There she is. All right, are you ready here? And joining us from Idaho is Amanda. Good morning, Amanda. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. I'm glad to have you both. So first, Jose, you'll ask some questions, and then when it comes to the mini games, I'll hop in and I'll tell you guys the rules.
Okay, so there we go. So, sit back and enjoy. I like this program because it's really a great way to get to know your BDM. All right, so the first question is, hello, how have you been?
I'm doing great. I just came off of a vacation for myself, which was fantastic. So I am back at work in the office and ready to go and invigorated this week.
Okay, and where did you go? Where was your vacation?
I took 4 days and I was in New York City with a couple of my friends, and it was fantastic.
Did you go to Broadway? Did you watch any
No,
shows?
we walked on Broadway, but we didn't see any shows, but we did do a lot in the city. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and you know what? September in New York is the perfect time. It's cooler weather. It's not as crowded. And it's really outstanding. I mean, autumn in New York. All right, let's briefly review. What is your role, and what does that entail as a BDM for Vax ALG?
Okay, I'm a business development manager, so I work with travel advisors for the accounts that are assigned to me, which are all host accounts. And I basically am there for support, for training, for any navigation that you may need. I'm there for any of the conferences, of course, that I attend. So I was just back in, July, when we were in Las Vegas, and I will be at a conference again next year. So I'm your resource for any information that you need for ALG Vacations and the 6 brands that ALG Vacations represents.
Okay, cool. And you guys know Susan's been to conventions several times. This year is going to be on the Queen Mary. That's going to be interesting. Won't that be fun?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really cool. All right, sneak peeks of training for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be covering tomorrow at 1 p.m. And you guys, mark that down, okay? Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time here on this Evolution Travel Cafe on Facebook. Tell us what you're going to be doing.
Okay, well, we've always got a lot going on. So I'll have some updates with many of our programs. I'll also be highlighting our new Lux by ALGV, which is our new luxury program. You should be very aware of what all that encompasses. It has some additional amenities for your clients. So that'll be something new. We just launched it in July. So I want to make sure everyone's up to speed on that. We are starting the recertification for our ALGV Pro, which is our travel advisor specialist program. So if you're an ALGV Pro, you may have gotten an email that you need to be recertified. So we'll talk about that a little bit, make sure everyone's up to speed and trained. Europe is always a big discussion. It's been super popular since everything reopened after the pandemic. And we've added quite a bit to our Europe products. So we'll be talking about that as well. And all kinds of other updates, like around groups and our new webpage, things like that.
And also the sales that you guys have going on. And just so you guys know, there is a flash sale that's going to end on Thursday. A flash sale that ends on Thursday. So go to, ALG Group, Apple Vacations Fund. You'll see it in there. And also about the other sale that's going to end October 24th. We talked about it. What? The Great Escapes.
Yes.
Great Escape sale, you guys. These are some wonderful deals that you can offer your clients right now, especially as you're getting into the holidays. There's still some inventory available. Take advantage of it. And we're going to be touching on that tomorrow. Tomorrow, during the morning briefing, Amanda and I are going to go into Vax Vacation Access. I'm going to show you how you book that. So now you know how to book it. Now, if you miss tomorrow's training with Susan at 1 p.m. Pacific time, that's okay. Come back to this Facebook page. It'll be right here. And you can watch it at your leisure, but it's very imperative that you watch it. And tell your other team members too. If they can't make it to that live, hey, you know what? Go in there and see that. she talked about the Lux, and I want to bring out something about the Lux. Last year we did a week of luxury. Remember, Amanda, when we did that? And that was
Yes.
pretty good. We did a whole thing of it. And it's really wonderful that your brand is going out to do that and offer this luxury brand. You guys, luxury travel niche is high commissions all across the board. Really look into that. And that's high-end stuff. And you just got to know it. And once you start knowing it, then you attract the clients that want to book it. So there you go. All right, that's all I got to say. Travel-related mini games, not large games, Susan. These are
Okay.
mini games questions.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna play a few mini games, and Jose and Susan, you can answer the questions and then answer why. And then the travel agents can play too, and they can put their answers in chat.
Wow.
These are all travel related to help the agents get inspiration for booking more travel or just learn about destinations and whatnot more. And then at the end, Jose will have a few questions for Susan. And then if you travel agents have any questions for Susan, we'll take those at the end.
You're going to get it, Susan. You're going to get it.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm
the
ready.
The
This or that.
first mini game is this or that. Pick one and why. So theme park or national park?
All right,
Oh,
so
am I going first? I would say national park. And that's because, I mean, I've done most of the theme parks, and theme parks are great, but I think I'm more into the nature and seeing some of the beautiful landscapes that our national parks
yeah,
represent.
and now is the time of year to do that. I mean, now, it's like Utah. Utah in the summer is just unbearably hot, but right now, Utah and the Grand Canyon, they're perfect this time of year. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next question.
Okay, next question is travel by train
Train
or
or
travel by plane?
Oh, definitely by plane.
Oh,
I'm all about flying and getting there quick.
now do I answer it next? Do I answer the next one too?
Yeah, so Susan goes first, and then she answers why, and then you go and you answer and you do
I
why.
tell you, right now, I just got back. I did a short trip to El Paso, and it took me all day to get to El Paso for a 2-hour flight. And I'm just like, I'm just so used to the 80s when it was easier. When you could get to the gate 5 minutes before the flight. But I really love travel by train. I really, really do. And out here in California, they have a beautiful train that goes from Los Angeles all the way up to Vancouver. And I've always been wanting the Coast Starlight. It's Amtrak's Coast Starlight. It is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm a train guy. I love it, and especially in Europe. Oh my, the trains in Europe are something. Yeah, that's always a lot of fun. All right, let's go to the
That's
next
true.
one. All right, go.
Historic sites or natural wonders?
Well, this is probably going against what I just said about national parks, but if it comes to historical sites, that would be my preference. So that would, I love history. I love having, old school style architecture and interiors. We had a great little moment down at one of the pubs in Manhattan that is from the Revolutionary era. The
Yeah.
Brett France's down on by Wall Street. It's from the 1700s. You walk into that building, it's like, okay, this is where like people had like historic conversations that changed our country, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I would have to say historic sites too. I am like Susan. I'm a history person. One of the greatest vacations that I think families should take is going to Washington D.C. because Washington D.C. you get to pretty much walk into it's very affordable, and everything is all the monuments and everywhere you can go. The tours are free because it's funded by the federal government. And I mean, I could just spend days in the National Archives, home of the Smithsonian Institution there. I mean, that's like a junior campus, you guys, the National Archives. They have like all these buildings, and there's so much stuff in there. It's quite incredible. And of course, the architecture in New York, but also, architecture in Europe. Oh, I mean, my goodness. I mean, you can't get enough of it. I mean, it's just all over the place. So I'm more into the historic sites. All right, let's go to the next question.
Awesome. City skyline view or ocean view?
That's a toss-up. They're both amazing. I'm gonna go with. Can I go with a skyline view over the ocean? How's that?
I think that's cheating. You can only pick one.
Well, I mean, sometimes depending on your perspective, you could be seeing it from across a harbor or on board a ship. So I'm going with both.
Okay, she's going with both. Listen, I'm a former New Yorker, so I go with city skyline. Not to say that I don't like the beaches, I do, but I'm more of a pool person. I like the pool better, so I like the city skyline view. There, how's that?
Awesome. Long flight or long road trip?
I don't mind a long flight because I'm going somewhere fantastic. So I'm going to go with the long flight. Although I love a good road trip, it just depends on, I guess, the itinerary. But I'm going to go with long flight.
I will go with long flight also, because usually, like Susan said, you're going to someplace pretty fantastic when you're on a long flight. Long road trip, as long as I'm not driving. Yeah, because I don't know, my leg, it hurts my sciatic. My back hurts after I've been pushing on the gas so much, so it's like, can't deal with that. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay, tropical island or snowy destination?
Tropical island. I mean, look at my surroundings.
Yep. Yeah, tropical island here too. Bring it on. Yeah, I mean, it's just the snow. After winters in New York, I never want to experience that again. And it's, believe me, it gets so cold in New York and that area, and that I had to get away from it. So yeah, I definitely like tropical island.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next game is would you rather, pick one and why? So would you rather lose your passport or lose all your luggage while traveling?
Oh my God. I'd much rather lose my luggage. I can always repurchase, but my passport, oh my gosh, that would just like devastate me.
Okay. I would rather lose the passport because you see what I've done. Okay. Is what I do when I go out of the country, I make 5 copies of my passport just to have with me instead of carrying it with you when you're going on a tour or you're going somewhere, around on like a walking tour of Mazatlan or something, okay? Have the copy with you just in case. And that's a good little hack that you guys should know about. That way, if you do lose it, it could help you if you go to the consulate office and you can show it to them. That's a good place to start, and you can get it probably replaced that much quicker. So I would rather do that. I hate it when I lose luggage or when luggage is late. Just hate that. Let's go next. All right, go ahead.
Okay, would you rather visit every country or explore one country in depth for a year?
Probably in depth. I mean, if you're going to go somewhere, you need to really spend some time and really enjoy it, get into the culture, meet the people, experience the cuisine, which is one of my favorites. I'm all about whatever they're known for. That's high on my agenda. So I'm going to say in depth.
Okay.
Once a year.
Do you have a top 3? Do you have a top 3?
A top 3 destinations for
in depth 1 year.
Oh boy. Well, let's see. Okay. Well, here I'll tell you. This is a big secret about me. I've never been to Paris. So next year I am going to Paris. I need to correct this. I'm in the travel industry and I've never been to Paris. So I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time in France next year, and it's definitely going to be about the culture and the food, and of course seeing the highlights. So that's on the agenda. But Fiji is one of my favorite destinations. Okay. Unbelievable people. Mm-hmm. It makes the experience that much more when you really are talking to the people and really experiencing their hospitality and their warmth. So I would definitely say spend some time in Fiji if you can. And then I guess going back to Europe, Italy. What a great destination to really see everything that I've mentioned. I love history. I love old architecture. I love food, cuisine. You can't beat it. So that's definitely somewhere you want to have an immersive experience and spend time.
All right, I would explore one country in depth for a year, and like you, I would definitely pick Italy. I mean, I would just, but here's the trick to Europe, and you're going to find, and you've been to Europe, right? When you go to the bigger cities, they're really expensive, the Parises and the Londons and the Romes and all, but when you go to like, someplace like Bologna, Italy, which is the home of the university, the Italian university is there, it's very affordable. When you go to the smaller, less populated villages that are like almost like a big city, like population 200,000 or so, you're going to find some great deals, some great experiences, and some wonderful sites to visit. Because everywhere you go in these countries, whether it's Spain, France, or Germany, or Italy, or whatever in Europe, in the European Union, it's like every day you step out and you're like, oh my goodness, how old are these streets? And, this corner block that's been here for centuries that people have been living there. It's quite amazing. So, and of course the food is just incredible. But Asia, I would go to either Japan or the Philippines. And then, let's see what else, anywhere in Europe. And then, oh, I know one place I've always wanted to go is Argentina. Argentina. I've always wanted to go there and explore. They say that Buenos Aires is the Paris of South America, so that would be a real interesting place to check out. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Oh boy.
Would you rather travel by luxury cruise or by private jet?
I'm a land supplier, so I'm definitely going to go with private jet to an amazing destination. Yes.
Okay.
Get there quick in luxury fashion.
I'll go with luxury cruise on that one, and I don't care how long the cruise is. So I really don't. But one thing I don't like is I don't like a lot of days at sea. I like a couple of days at sea and then a couple of days in a port. And then go out a couple of days and then another port, that kind of thing. So that's the way I would like it. But I like the cruises. Those are fun.
Okay. Would you rather hike a famous mountain trail or sail through beautiful islands?
Sail all the way.
Yeah.
Beautiful views on the water. Hopefully the sun is shining, and nice cocktail in my hand.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. Sail through beautiful islands. Although, I like walking. I don't like hiking mountains. I'm not a mountain climber, but walking is a lot better. I'd love to do the El Camino in Spain. That to me I think would be really great. But sail through beautiful islands is also really cool too. Okay.
Okay, the next mini game is travel memories, questions about your travel experience.
Okay.
The first one is, what's the best meal you've ever had while traveling?
Oh, I can tell you that right now, and I've got a picture of it actually on in my kitchen. It was a meal that we had in Monaco, and it took us we asked the concierge where we should go that was off the beaten path, that was all about, more local. Took us probably about 45 minutes to find it. It was up some streets, up staircases. I mean, it was hidden. And when we walked in, it was like walking into someone's home with all the food out on a table. And no matter what it was you ordered, it was basically kind of like sort of family style, but not family style. But it was all locals there. There wasn't any other tourists. And it was just an amazing experience. And so much so that I've got the photo of all the food and everything that I'm standing next to. It's in my kitchen.
All right, great. What's the best meal I've ever had? Well, I have to say my last fam that I went on to Spain by Tour de España, and just so you guys know, we're going to have those folks in here in the next month or two. Ana Martinez will be joining us for a training for you guys, but that was amazing experience. When you go to Europe and you start eating the cuisine there, because as Susan will tell you, it's all regional. This is the freshest fruits and vegetables, and the way the prep, the meals and everything. It's just amazing. It really is truly amazing, and it's healthier too, because they don't have a lot of preservatives, and they don't have that FDA thing that they have here in the United States. They're a little bit more lenient on it, but it's just a fresher, better food experience. So I'd have to say, yeah, my last trip to Spain was pretty amazing. The meals that we had on that. Okay. I didn't know Reggie answered all these questions too. My goodness. All right, let's go.
What's the most unique mode of transportation you've used while traveling?
Well, I've used quite a few. Recently, I was in Portugal, and they've got the little tuk-tuks, which are really fun. So we used some of those. But, like last week, I was on the subway. We don't have subways here in Southern California, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've traveled quite a bit in different fashions. And I would say I guess the tuk-tuks were probably the most different. Yeah.
I haven't had any unique mode of transportation other than maybe I rented one of those electric scooters, that you I did that around Encino, man. I wasn't very good on it either. I don't know what, it's my balance or something, but I saw these kids, I'll try it. And so I had to go to the 7-Eleven. So I, picked it up and put it in my card. I went zipping down. Wow, those things go fast. Those things go really, really fast. They go really, really fast. Okay. Next
That's
question.
something. What was the first big trip you ever took, and how did it change you?
First big trip was probably my high school theater trip to London. It was my first trip to Europe, and it just opened my eyes up to that there was a lot more than Southern California at that age.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that was really kind of the start of my travel bug. My grandmother was a big traveler, so she had promoted that I go on this theater trip when I was in high school. She talked my parents into letting me go. Let's put it that way.
Cool. My first big trip you ever took, this was in high school. We went to Mazatlan, the Spanish class. Went to Mazatlan. And boy, back then they didn't have age. You didn't have to. So we were going from club to club to club, and we're like 16, 15 years old, and we're just thinking we're adults. But it was so much fun. And what's interesting is that now I recently, last year when I went on the Celebrity Solstice, I did do the old walking tour of Mazatlan and how they've cleaned up the town, and it just looks beautiful. I mean, the beaches there are pristine. It's not like it was where they had a lot of trash and people selling stuff. It's now just very clean and really, really nice. And that's on the uptick. I'm really excited about that.
Okay, here you go. If you could, and why? If you could only pack 3 things for a trip, what would they be?
3 things for good walking shoes, my sunglasses, and I always travel with bubble wrap, so you never know what you're going to buy. Anything from bottles of wine that I've got to put in my checked luggage, or something that unique to the destination. So I always have bubble wrap with me.
Okay, sunscreen, sunglasses. I gotta wear shorts and stuff like that, and also a wine opener. Okay.
Oh, good one.
Right, that kind of works.
That's fun. If you could
Oh, wait a minute. We have someone here. Look who's here. Have a seat, sir.
Sit.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Look who's here. The man.
Hey there, it's Mr. Archer himself.
Susan, what are you doing?
We're doing
Answering questions about packing and travel.
We're doing a packing session now?
No. It's a game. These are mini games. This is Travel Brew with Reggie, but Reggie's not here, so it's Travel Brew with Jose, and we're having
I thought
mini.
it was tea with.
No. I
Not
know.
drinking tea anymore?
No, it's Travel Brew. Whatever that is.
Travel Brew.
Whatever that is. So
As part of the Travel Cafe?
yes, it's part.
Ah.
See, so that's why we're here. That's why we're here, and it is ALG week, and Ms. Crichton is with us today. And you guys don't forget, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, Susan will be doing her supplier webinar training at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and there's some good stuff in there. So you want to make sure you're here for that,
You'll
right?
need to tune in for that, definitely.
Yes.
Well, I thought I'd come in and say hi as I was going to get my coffee. Oh, I'm sorry, my Travel Brew.
Yeah. All right, there you go. There it is, right there.
Well, it's
Travel
great
Brew.
to see you.
Good to see you, Susan. Send lots of commission checks.
Yes, you will. She will. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ron Archer. There he is, right there.
The one and only.
The one and only. All right, so what is this one? If you could have the unlimited travel to one destination for the rest of your life, where would you pick?
Oh boy, I guess it would probably be Europe, because I haven't been to every country. Like, as you know, I haven't been to Paris specifically, but I've been to quite a few places, but not everywhere, and there's always somewhere new to discover. So I would say Europe. And if I had to do a backup, it would probably be Hawaii. Love
Interesting.
Hawaii.
Interesting. My one pick again would be Europe, just like you said, Susan, because I haven't been there in a while, and I just recently got back, and I want to go back and explore some more of it, because it's an interesting time, especially now in the European Union. It's almost come like the United States, almost kind of. They have that one currency, the euro, and it makes it pretty easy. And now there is a European Union passport that you can get. So think about that if you're going to be doing that. My second place would have to be South America. Again, Argentina, Chile, Ecuador, going and exploring those places I think would be really, really cool. Okay, there you go. How's that?
Love it. If you could learn one new language instantly for travel, what would it be?
Probably Spanish. For most of where I travel to, that would probably be the language that would best suit me to cover a lot of area.
Yes, yes, it would. Yes, it would. And it's funny, when I was in Spain, I was in Salamanca, and Salamanca is home of the University of Salamanca, which is Spain's language university, where you go to study the language of Spanish and all these different dialects. And it was so interesting walking down the street. You saw everybody from around the planet. You saw people from Asia, from Japan, from China, Australians. I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing. One language I would like to learn, I'm pretty good at Spanish right now. Yo pienso, right, Amanda?
Yeah, you think?
Yo pienso. But Italian. Then after that would be French. To learn, Italian and then French, that would be really cool. Okay.
Okay, now it is time for rapid fire questions with Jose and then questions from the travel agents in chat.
Okay. Here I go. Rapid question. All right, be ready, Susan.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's see here. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Okay. Cruise or land?
Land.
Never cruise. You never cruise?
Sometimes, but I like being in a destination and being immersed in it.
Okay. I get you. I get you on that. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Oh.
I like both, but I've had cats more recently, so I would say cats.
Okay. Wine or beer?
Oh, wine. No question.
Okay.
I'll drink beer, but no question on wine.
Okay. Let's see what else here. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Summer. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's do one more. Amanda, you got any?
Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee. And I even have my seasonal coffee mug right here
Oh, there
for
you
the
go.
fall, my favorite season.
Okay, there you go. That's kind of cool. Let's just see one more thing here. Favorite action movie?
Oh my gosh, action movie? Gosh. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm a child of the 80s, so I'm going to say Top Gun.
Top Gun. Okay. And your favorite comedy?
Oh, Wedding Crashers.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
That
one.
one's hilarious.
That one is very, very hilarious. The
I've seen
Crashers.
Wedding Crashers quite a few times.
Yeah, that is a good one. And let's just see one more. Let's help me here, Amanda.
Cocktail or wine?
Oh, back to wine, definitely.
Okay. Apples or oranges?
Oh gosh, I have to say oranges.
Okay. All right. Apples or oranges. And then let's see. The last one is TV or movies?
Well, I guess the way things are these days, I watch a lot of movies on my television. I've got my Netflix and my Prime. So I'm going to say movies, but I'm watching them pretty much at home.
Okay. All right. That's pretty much it on the rapid fire. Do we have any questions from the agents?
Yes. So first question is, can you give more information on pay in destination?
Oh, okay. So you're seeing the new format, which is where we're showing what would be paid in the destination to the hotel that's now showing up on the eDocs. And this is to comply with the California's new drip pricing law that was just passed. Or put into effect. So this was something that was put into effect, I guess, probably like 6 weeks ago now, maybe 2 months, where all upfront pricing, if you're selling in the state of California, needs to be, all costs need to be upfront. You're going to see this on anywhere that you're booking online when you're looking at amounts. And part of that initiative is that now we also are showing what your clients would be paying in destination as an approximate. Yeah, this is a California law. This isn't something that we determined that we were going to change all of our formatting. This is complying with California law. which pretty much applies to everybody at this point.
Perfect. What's your favorite brand to use within the ALG brands?
That's a great question.
Well, I work for ALG Vacations, and all 6 brands are under our umbrella. So I'm going to say I don't necessarily have a favorite, but for you, you would have a favorite based on your agency. And in your case, FunJet is your most preferred of the 6 brands as a TLN agency. So I would say stick with what you're preferred specifically for your agency, but for me, it's really all 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you name all 6 brands?
Yes, FunJet, Apple Vacations, Travel Impressions, Blue Sky Tours, and the 2 airline managed brands, Southwest Vacations and United.
Vacations. Yes,
Yes.
those are all there. Yep. And those are wonderful brands, you guys. Really, truly wonderful brands that you can book easily and accessible. So, you really want to make sure that you, again, go to this webinar training tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And if you can't make it, that's okay, because that information will still be on this Facebook page, so you can come back and view it at whenever you want to. So like video on demand. And again, I would highly go and check that. If you've got people flying out this weekend, whether it's cruises, whether it's packages to the Caribbean, they're going to have the latest updates for you there. So again, look for that. It's when you go to all those brands that Susan just mentioned, you'll see at the top of the page, it'll say Hurricane Milton. Click on that. It'll give you all the information that you need.
That's right. A lot of information right at your fingertips.
Yep. That's that.
What is the most popular destination for spring of 2025?
For most popular destination of our destinations that we sell is always the big 3: Cancun, Punta Cana, and Jamaica.
Yep. Yep.
So
yeah, most spring, that spring itinerary stuff is all the spring breakers, the schools that are going down there. So Mexico and the Caribbean are very, very big. So you guys now take advantage of the sales that she's got going on. She's got
a lot of family travel at that time, and a lot of all-inclusives.
Yeah, the one sale, which one, the 70% one, that goes all the booking window is through March of 2025, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, so
the booking window, for the early booking escapes is, I think it's next September, actually.
Oh, okay. But go there and check that out, you guys. Again, go to your Vax, log into Vax, and then go into one of the brands. You'll see the deals wipe on the top of the page. You'll see them. Click on that, and then you can go to that booking engine and start booking that. And they've got some great deals. So again, take advantage of that. Well, Susan, thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really appreciate it. This lady's on vacation, and she's taking time out of her day to be with you guys. So again, I salute you for that, and taking time and being silly with us as we go through these dumb questions.
Oh, absolutely. And, let me know if you have any additional questions. That's what I'm here for. And just thank you for your partnership and your support of ALG Vacations.
All right. Amanda, do you have anything for us?
No, just thank you both so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time for Susan's training.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you then. Bye.